She said, "You're overreacting. It was just a kiss with my coworker. He was drunk." I didn't argue. I just stopped answering. A week later, she was on my porch in tears, saying she made a mistake. I just stepped aside, said I know, and shut the door. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. Buckle up, folks. This happened about a year ago, but I'm finally at a point where sharing it feels cathartic instead of raw. I'm Alex, 28 at the time, working as a project manager in a mid-sized city. Stable job, nothing flashy, but it paid the bills and let me save for the future. That's who I am. Reliable, committed, the guy who shows up. And that's how I was with Emily. We met in college, junior year. She was studying marketing, full of big dreams about climbing the corporate ladder, traveling the world, all that. I was the engineering major grinding through late nights in the lab. But we clicked. She said I grounded her, made her feel safe in a way no one else did. I believed it. After graduation, I supported her through everything. When she lost her first job during a company downsizing, I covered rent for months while she job hunted. I even turned down a better-paying gig out of state because she begged me not to leave her behind. "We're a team, Alex," she'd say, curling up on the couch with me after a rough day. "I couldn't do this without you." Flash forward 5 years. We're living together in a cozy apartment downtown. I'm pulling 50-hour weeks, but I make time, cooking dinners, planning weekend getaways, even helping her prep for presentations at her new marketing firm. She was rising fast there, networking like crazy. I'd hear about office happy hours, team-building retreats. "It's all professional," she'd assure me with a kiss on the cheek. But lately, things fell off. She'd come home late, phone glued to her hand, giggling at texts she wouldn't show me. I'd ask casually, "Everything good?" And she'd brush it off. "Just work stuff, babe. Don't worry." I tried not to. I trusted her. But doubt creeps in slow, doesn't it? Like a leak you ignore until the floor's soaked. One night, she left her phone charging while showering. A notification popped up from Jake. Work. I shouldn't have looked, but I did. Photos from an office party the weekend before. Her and this guy Jake, her coworker, arms around each other, laughing. Then a text. "Last night was fun. Can't stop thinking about that kiss." My stomach dropped. I scrolled up. More messages, flirty banter, plans to grab drinks alone next time. It wasn't just one slip. This had been building. When she came out, towel-wrapped and humming, I held up the phone. My voice was steady, even though my chest felt like it was caving in. "Emily, what's this?" She froze, eyes widening for a split second before she recovered. Then she rolled them, like I was the one being ridiculous. "Oh my God, Alex, you're overreacting. It was just a kiss with my coworker. He was drunk. We were all wasted at the party. It didn't mean anything." I stared at her, waiting for more. For remorse, maybe. But she crossed her arms, defensive. "Seriously? You're acting like I cheated or something." It was harmless. Jake's going through a breakup, and things got blurry. But it's not like we slept together. You're being paranoid, as usual. Paranoid? I'd never accused her of anything before. But there it was, her twisting it, making me the problem. "So, a drunk kiss with a guy you've been texting secretly? That's harmless." She sighed dramatically, like explaining to a child. "Yes, Alex. People flirt at work. It's networking. And yeah, we kissed once. But you're making it sound like some affair. If you trusted me, this wouldn't be a big deal." She paused, her tone sharpening. "Honestly, your jealousy is suffocating sometimes. Jake gets it. He's ambitious, exciting. You're safe. Boring safe." That word hit like a slap. Boring. After everything I'd done? Supporting her dreams, being her rock? I felt the confusion swirl. Had I missed the signs? The late nights she'd chalk up to deadlines. The way she'd compare me to her dynamic colleagues. Flashbacks hit. Me skipping my own promotion party to help her with a pitch. Her promising we'd start saving for a house together, only to blow money on girls' trips. I'd given so much, and this was how she saw me. But I didn't yell, didn't beg. I just nodded slowly. "Okay, if that's how you feel." Her eyes narrowed. "What does that mean?" I set the phone down. "It means I heard you." And that was it for the night. She huffed off to bed, muttering about how I needed to lighten up. I slept on the couch, mind racing. Why fight for someone who dismisses you like that? The next morning, she acted like nothing happened, kissed my cheek on her way out, said love you over her shoulder. But I knew. The trust was shattered. The breakup didn't explode. It unraveled quietly, like a thread pulled too far. That evening, Emily came home late again, smelling faintly of wine. She plopped down next to me on the couch, where I was scrolling job listings, something I'd started doing that afternoon, just in case. "So, are we good?" she asked, like the fight was a minor blip. I looked at her, really looked. The smug tilt to her chin, the way she avoided my eyes. "Emily, tell me the truth. Was it just a kiss?" She hesitated, then shrugged. "Fine, maybe it was more than once. We've been talking a lot. Jake listens, you know. He pushes me to be better. With you, it's just comfortable. But I need more than that. Excitement. Passion." There it was, the admission, wrapped in justifications. "So you're choosing him?" She leaned back, crossing her legs. "I'm not choosing anyone yet. But yeah, I've been thinking we need a break. You're great, Alex, but you're holding me back. My career's taking off, and Jake gets that world. He's got connections, ideas. We clicked at that party because he's not afraid to take risks. You play it safe, always planning, saving. It's boring. I deserve someone who matches my energy." Her words stung, but I felt a strange calm settle. Twisted logic, blaming me for her betrayal, acting like cheating was an upgrade. And the kiss? The texts? Excuses? No, it happened because we've grown apart. You don't excite me anymore. Jake does. But hey, we can still be friends or something. She said it so casually, like discarding a shirt that no longer fit. Smug, dismissive, as if I should thank her for the honesty. I didn't argue. No tears, no pleas. If that's what you want, go for it. She blinked, surprised. "That's it. You're not going to fight for us." "Why would I? You've made your choice." She stood up, irritated now. "Wow, okay. If you're going to be petty about it. Fine. I'll crash at a friend's tonight. Give you space to cool off." She packed a bag quickly, slamming drawers. As she headed for the door, she turned with a final jab. "You'll regret this, Alex. No one's going to put up with your routine life like I did." I said nothing, just watched her leave. The door clicked shut, and the apartment felt empty, but not in a bad way. More like relief. That night, I changed the locks, prepaid for a locksmith earlier. Practical, right? Blocked her number. No dramatic announcement. I just detached. Stopped answering everything. The next few days were rough. I'd wake up reaching for her side of the bed, then remember. Confusion hit hard. How had I missed her pulling away? Flashbacks to better times. Our first road trip, laughing over flat tires. Me surprising her with tickets to a concert she loved, even though I hated crowds. I'd sacrificed pieces of myself to make her happy, and she'd called it boring. I sat with the unfairness, journaling it out, hitting the gym harder. Friends checked in. I told them minimally. We split. It's done. No bad-mouthing. I kept my dignity. A week passed in silence from my end. I focused on work, applied for that out-of-state job I'd passed on before. Started running mornings, clearing my head. The hurt lingered, but it sharpened my resolve. I wasn't going to beg for scraps. Karma didn't take long. Maybe 2 weeks after she left. I didn't seek it out. It found me through mutual friends. Turns out, Jake wasn't the knight she imagined. He was her senior at the firm, recently divorced, with a reputation for mentoring younger women. Their excitement was a ploy. He'd used her to help with a big project, promising promotions. But once it wrapped, he ghosted. Dumped her via text. Fun while it lasted, but let's keep it professional. Worse, office gossip exploded. Someone leaked their flirty emails. Turns out it wasn't just a kiss. HR got involved. Affairs between levels violated policy. Emily got demoted to a junior role. Her fast track derailed. Jake? He skated by with a warning, but his instability showed. Verbal outbursts in meetings, rumors of him harassing others. She moved in with him briefly, hasty decision, but he kicked her out after a fight, leaving her scrambling for a sublet she couldn't afford on her reduced salary. Friends filled me in reluctantly. She's unraveling, man. One said over coffee. Crying at work, isolating. Lost a couple buddies who think she crossed a line. Another, Jake's a mess, abusive texts, controlling. She sees it now, but too late. I didn't gloat, just nodded. Sucks for her. Internally, it felt like justice. Ironic, earned. She'd chased excitement and got burned. Meanwhile, my arc was rising. I landed that promotion at work, started therapy to process the betrayal. Casual dates here and there, nothing serious, but it reminded me I wasn't boring, just loyal. I sold some shared stuff online, banked the cash for a solo trip, sat with the silence, the unfairness fading into clarity. I dodged a bullet. But she wasn't done yet. The attempt started soon after. First, it was a text the day after the rumors hit me. Simple, almost casual. Hey, can we talk? I miss you. I read it, felt a flicker of that old confusion, but deleted it without replying. Why engage? She'd shown her colors. Then the calls came. My phone buzzed at work, her name on the screen. I let it go to voicemail. The first one. Alex, please pick up. Jake was a mistake. He turned out to be such an asshole, controlling, yelling over nothing. I see now what I had with you. Call me back. Her voice cracked a bit, but there was that underlying expectation, like I'd jump at the chance. I didn't. Block the number, but she switched to email next. Subject, I'm sorry. The body rambled. I know I messed up. That kiss, it was stupid, alcohol-fueled. But you overreacted, and now everything's falling apart. My job's a mess because of the drama, and Jake dumped me like trash. I need my rock back. We were good together, weren't we? Let's meet and fix this. Need her rock? Funny how I was boring before, but now essential. I archived it, no response. That's when she roped in others, her toxic circle, the ones who'd enabled her. First, her best friend Mia texted, "Dude, Emily's wrecked. She's crying nonstop. You gotta give her another shot. She knows she screwed up. Don't be the guy who holds grudges." That guy? I'd been the one holding everything together. Then her brother called from out of town. We'd never been close, but he'd always been blunt. "Listen, Alex, my sister's an idiot, but family's family. She told me about the coworker thing. Dumb, but not the end of the world. Man up and take her back. She's broke now, crashing on couches. You gonna let her suffer? Unpleasant, pushy, like it was my duty to fix her mess." I said calmly, "Not my problem anymore," and hung up. Her mom emailed next, all guilt-tripping. "Alex, you're like a son to us. Emily's heartbroken. She realizes you were the stable one. Please, for old time's sake, hear her out. She's lost without you." Toxic undertone, implying I owed them. I replied once, to all of them via a group email. "Respect my space. This is done." Then blocked. But desperation ramped up. A few days later, voicemails from a burner number. Her, I could tell. "Alex, why are you ignoring me?" I said I'm sorry. "Jake abused me emotionally, made me feel small. You never did that. Come on, we can start over." Then pleading, "I need help with rent. I got demoted, and everything's piling up. You're the only one I trust." Hypocrisy dripping, she'd chased excitement, now begging for my safe stability. It escalated to anger when silence persisted. Another voicemail. "Fine, be petty. You think you're better than me now? I gave you 5 years, and this is how you repay? Ignoring me like I'm nothing? How dare you?" Her true colors shone. Smug dismissal flipped to furious entitlement. Friends told me she was ranting online, subposting about exes who ghost after one mistake. One mutual buddy forwarded a screenshot. "Some people act all loyal until you slip, then poof, gone." Pathetic. I sat with it all, the attempts piling like unread notifications. Confusion from the start had evolved. Now it was clear. She'd manipulated me, compared me, betrayed me. But I wasn't vulnerable anymore. Gym sessions turned into routines, work into passion projects. I even started seeing someone casually, Sarah, a colleague who'd always been kind. No rush, but it felt good. Emily's pleas, background noise. I protected my peace, detaching further each time. Still, she didn't stop. Showed up at my apartment one night, banging on the door. "Alex, open up. I know you're in there. We need to talk, now." Tear-streaked face through the peephole, disheveled hair. I didn't open. Called building security instead. That was the peak. Her desperation laid bare, power reversed. She discarded me cruelly. Now she unraveled while I rebuilt. The final nail came at our mutual friend Tom's birthday party, a low-key gathering at a local bar a month later. I debated going. Knew she might show, given the overlap in circles, but I wasn't hiding. I'd moved on, landed the out-of-state job offer, but turned it down for a better local promo. Sarah and I were official now, Nothing flashy, but real. I arrived with her on my arm, feeling grounded, evolved. The place was buzzing, string lights, laughter, clinking glasses. Tom slapped my back. Glad you came, man. Heard about Emily. Rough. I shrugged it off. Then I spotted her across the room, huddled in a corner, nursing a drink, looking worn, bags under her eyes, clothes rumpled like she'd stopped caring. Our eyes met. She beelined over, ignoring Sarah at first. Alex, she started, voice shaky but urgent. Thank God. I've been trying to reach you. Can we talk? Privately. Her eyes darted, desperate. I stayed calm, sipping my beer. Here's fine. What's up? She glanced at Sarah, then back. Never mind. Look, I messed up big time. That kiss with Jake? Stupid. He was drunk, I was drunk. But it snowballed because I felt stuck with you. No, wait, that came out wrong. I mean, you were safe, but I needed more. But now? He's gone, my job's tanked. Friends ditched me after the truth came out. I'm alone, Alex. Take me back. We can fix this. I promise I'll change. Hypocrisy on full display. Echoing her old excuses, twisting logic again. Blaming alcohol, then me, then begging. The crowd nearby quieted, sensing the tension. Public unraveling. Her failure on display against. My quiet thriving. I met her eyes, indifferent. You said I was overreacting. Turns out I wasn't. You chose excitement over loyalty, called me boring. Remember? I deserve someone who matches my energy. Well, you got what you chased, and it burned you. She teared up, voice rising. But I was wrong. Jake was abusive, fake. You're the real deal. Please, Alex, I'm sorry. I need you. Mirror time. You needed me as a backup. Your words, not mine. But I've moved on. Built something better. You've got your life. I've got mine, without the drama. She grabbed my arm. That's it. You're just done? After everything. I stepped back gently, Sarah squeezing my hand. Yeah, I know you made a mistake. Yours, not mine. Firm, definitive. No sympathy, just facts. She stood there, irrelevant now, as I turned away, rejoining the party. Whispers followed, friends seeing the contrast. Her desperate, me composed, upgraded. She left soon after, head down. Last I heard, she moved back with her parents, piecing things together. Me? I focused on growth, new routines, real connections. She was a chapter closed. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.